Good evening and welcome back to another video. How are you doing, you beautiful bastards? It's good to see you all here already waffling about transfers and enjoying the good evening vibes. How's everyone doing? Are you all good? Who's in the chat? Who we got here? Show yourselves, people. Show yourselves in the chat. We got Erling Season. We got Brandon. We got David Wobbenson. We got Erling Season. Yeah, Mo. Johnny DJ's my members. And Charlie, of course. Leonard London, Raphael Charles, Beppy's here saying rightfully like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Beppy dropping pure facts there as always. Low Fat Mo Fat, Sean Fogarty. Who else? Patrick saying looking good, Steve. Thank you so much, man. I had a slight shave, trimmed the beard a little bit. So Kieran as well, and Zeref, Sam, all just waving. I'm a fake fan, apparently. Wonderful. This fake fan's putting an awful lot of time into Manchester City for no reason then, mate. Imagine being a fake fan of Man City, by the way, if I wanted to do YouTube stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not an idiot. If I was a fake fan, I'd probably end up supporting someone like Liverpool or United. I'd make more money that way. But, I'm here. Anyway, I'm not a fake fan. I'm a Manchester City fan from birth, as you guys know. A lifelong Manchester City fan. And I've been there, and I've been through some summer transfer sagas, which is where we're at right now. We've got loads going on. We're going to talk a little bit about Cucurella, of course, because that's an absolute mess. We're going to talk about Borna Sosa and Sergio Gomez, and essentially the theme of today's show is left backs. I have got a competition for you guys, by the way. Who in the chat likes FIFA? Do you like FIFA? Do you like wearing Manchester City's new shirt? Do you like those things? I'm sure you do. Well, OneFootball, I've got a new competition. If you don't like FIFA, fair enough, but if you like Manchester City's new kits, OneFootball have got a competition for the new season. It's just now. All you got to do is literally to win a little cool Man City's shirt and a copy of FIFA 23 on pre-order. All you got to do is predict the scores for 5 games. It's dead easy. It's literally that easy. You got to fill the fields in the form. Click the link in the description. Which is dead easy to do. Click the link in the description, fill the little forms in, literally guess those scores, try and predict who we've got. We've got Palace versus Arsenal, we've got Fulham versus Liverpool, we've got Everton versus Chelsea, United versus Brighton, boo to Brighton right now, and West Ham versus Man City. All you got to do is predict them, man, and that's dead easy. And if you get it all right, you could win. You literally could win a Manchester City shirt of your choice. And FIFA 23. How lucky is that? How wonderful is that? Go and do it right now. OneFootball. Download the link in the description. It's a brilliant app. And you want to win FIFA. You want to win the Manchester City shirt. Because they're dead nice. Here you go. Where's the City shirt? Yeah. This is not the one. This is my one. But, you've got to... You want that. You want this, don't you? Do it. Right, anyway, let's go back to Borna Sosa. Let's go back to Cucurella. Look, the context of today, by the way, is we've got to talk about Cucurella because obviously it looks like Manchester City are out of this now, basically. And I'll jump over to the absolute shit show that is the football transfers right now. So, 3 hours ago, I'll jump over here 1 second. I've not got it turned on, the tweets. Fab, your man Fab, Fabrizio, did he do his here we go thing? He did do his here we go. He said, Mark Cucurella to Chelsea, here we go. Which is, how does he say it? Here we go. Full agreement in place between Chelsea and Brighton for more than 50 million. Levi Colwill on the verge of joining Brighton soon. Personal terms agreed. And then Brighton fucking tweeted this. Club statement, Mark Cucurella. Contrary to inaccurate reports from numerous media outlets this evening, no agreement has been reached with any club to sell Cucurella. So basically, it was just very much Fab went big on and Brighton went, no, you're wrong. Which was fun. It was absolutely fun. So basically, I am, as much as I wanted Cucurella, at the same time, I'm sort of glad that we haven't been dragged into this. I mean, at very best, this is a very expensive signing, as we know. I mean, look, that'll be 52, 53 million. I don't know if Levi Colwill is part exchange or included, but if he's included, that's a 60 million plus transfer there. It's just, look, we were absolutely right to stand by our principles if it's going to be as expensive as I think it's going to be. I do want him, but at the same time, look, our principles, if we had them, I get it, Like, I thought they'd probably compromise at 45 or something like that, but let's say Brighton are actually going, no, give us 55 million. So we'll have to see there. Either way, what it's led to, of course, is that Manchester City are now linked to two fullbacks. Now, I wasn't online yesterday much because I had lots on personally. I was at the Overlap recording as well, obviously, the other day. So I had yesterday, and we had decorators in and all that kind of stuff. So I've been very busy, so I didn't get a chance to go online. But obviously, the reports have suggested that he went crazy for this young fullback called Sergio Gomez, which reports suggest could actually be a City Football Group signing. Now, here we go. So I'll click onto the tweets here. I jumped over to the aggregators for you. And obviously, as you know, it says there's internal discussion at Man City about potential loan to Girona for Sergio Gomez in case an agreement will be reached with Anderlecht. And now, what I did a lot of reading on Gomez, as you all probably did, and a lot of watching of clips of him. I like him, man. He looks like a good player. Is he ready yet to be a first-team player at Manchester City in terms of a regular starter? Probably not. My opinion here is keep him around the squad anyway. Like genuinely, in the way that Zinchenko improved from being around the squad and learning from the pros, he's such a versatile footballer and he's such an intelligent little footballer. I would honestly just give him. I'd have him in the squad for sheer numbers. Like I was looking at his average positions, and let me just try and find it right now. But he plays everywhere, man. Like. He plays absolutely everywhere, all over the pitch, and that has to be something. I'm just trying to find like he's who scored or something like that. Let me know. Like literally, like Vincent Kompany turned him into. No, he hasn't got the data, unfortunately. Yeah, it hasn't. Basically, Vincent Kompany turned into a complete fullback. He can play pretty much anywhere across the pitch, and that's thing sort of matters. I would just have him around the squad personally, but you know, Man City obviously don't want to do that. It looks like he might go on loan, which led us to some rumours today. Yeah, some people saying, by the way, like he isn't great defensively. I did read one article said he's not as bad defensive people make out to be, but he probably would have a little bit to improve. But then so did Zinchenko, and he became more than good enough. And I think it depends. It depends on who you're playing. I mean, I guess what you want in these situations is options. You know, if you want a defensive fullback, you play Ake. If you want an inverted fullback, you play Cancelo. If you want someone just to help us attack because we're playing a team that we're trying to break down, you play someone like Sergio Gomez who just overlaps and crosses and gets forward and has good dribbling. So that's why I see it, man. I see it as someone a little bit different. And like, but either way, you know, it is what it is. And then, of course, as well, there was all this stuff today. Where's it gone? About what do you think of that kit, by the way, guys? That kit's leaked, isn't it? Where's it gone? What do you think of that? I think it's interesting, by the way. I like the look of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Controversial, but you know, I like it. And where's it gone? Borna Sosa, where's he gone? There we go. So Stuttgart will demand between 20 million and 25 million euros from Man City for the transfer of left back Borna Sosa. He's another one. He's similar to Sergio Gomez in terms of he's an attacking fullback. He gets forward really well. Obviously a lot more experience than Sergio Gomez. Obviously played for VfB Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Shows he's got the quality. And that price is literally less than half the price of what Cucurella will go for. Obviously not as Premier League proven, but once again, he's Croatian, which is very, very useful given their Champions League pedigree. And once again, he going back to the idea of something a little bit different. For me, like, you know, Sosa, he's different. He's an attacking fullback. And I'm like, I think it makes an awful lot of sense because he's a left-footer attacking fullback. And then if you want some more solid defensive, once again, we can play Ake there if we really need to sit deep. People suggesting that Ryan Aït-Nouri guy, is it right? Ryan Aït-Nouri? I can't remember. The Aït-Nouri guy at Wolves, but we all know if Brighton are watching, if Wolves are watching Brighton, they're going to go 50 odd million for him as well. So it'd be too expensive. Like, we just know it would be. So, like, I can't really see City going in for him, as unfortunately. I think that ship has sailed when we linked him a year ago. Isco as left back. Tommy, I fucking love you, man. Tommy Borderhill, I would be all over that just for the memes. I mean, Isco. I'd love to see Isco actually at Man City. I know it's just because it's funny, but just because I'd love to see him actually end up going to Guardiola and Guardiola getting the best out of Isco, and everyone be like, "Oh yeah, he was quality." But anyway, but for me, Sosa, I would like this simply because there's balance there. So then, imagine Kyle Walker's out. You put Cancelo at right back, and then you got Sosa and Wilson Esbrand, you know, and then. You know, Walker's out as a left back, as a right back backup. You've got Rico Lewis in an emergency, and like after Stones and so on. It all just makes sense to me personally. So I like this idea of Sosa. I'm not an expert on Sosa. All I've done, like you guys, is I've watched comps, I've read some tactical reports and all this kind of stuff. I've read all these things. like you have. And it to me, all I'm seeing here is a good attacking player, maybe some rough edges, but clearly offers something a little bit different, can overlap, can create things, gets forward really well, and senior, and like he would be enough for this squad, and he would improve. So for me, look, ultimately, I sort of fucking don't care who we sign, as long as you sign someone with ability and a little bit of experience. That's because they're going to be the backup. I'm not expecting someone to come in and be perfect, but do I think Gomez and Sosa would be good enough? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I do think they would be good enough to be backups and learn and have a little bit of time. So, I don't necessarily think we need a first-team player immediately because we've got Cancelo. Let's be honest. And but these would be proper left backs and they'd be options. So. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as Brandon just said, a genuine left back would satisfy me. Brandon, I feel exactly the same. And look, I'm not expecting the world here. I was really on Cucurella. I am disappointed by it. I was sold in this idea. He seemed to be the kind of guy who would just fit what we wanted. A technical, hard-working, good pace, physically strong, can defend, can get forward. Premier League proven. Oh, it just made so much sense. It made so much sense. But, it is what it is. So in this instance, Sosa would be fine. He would be fine, and that's what you're fine for it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jack. That's very, very sweet of you. Jack said, small pittance for the baby. Oh, thank you so much, mate. Do you know what? Every little does help. Every little does help. True story for you today to talk about. Here's my daily baby update. My sister popped round earlier with all the hand-me-down stuff, and she brought like a little pram and all this kind of stuff, and a little baby. Yeah, we tried the car seat in the car, and it was adorable. It was very sweet. So thank you very much, Jack. It's massively appreciated. It is needed as well. Thank you so much, man. But as Johnny just said, maybe Cucurella has increased every left back's price by association. It depends on the league and the power. Like with all due respect to VfB Stuttgart, they probably haven't got the same bargaining power as Brighton have got in the Premier League, because financially it's on a different level. Yeah, Pete Shepherd, you're not wrong, mate. Pete said, Pete the member, Pete's a top bloke as well. Where's my member Pete? Says exactly, look how Ake has come along. Yeah, and that's how I feel. Like, look, we will improve them, so we don't need to come in and be perfect right now, but we need them to come in and be an option. An option that we can trust. Yeah, I played left back a bit before, yeah. Look, when I was playing for a Sunday League team, I'm right-footed, actually. So I was the first inverted fullback. I'm just putting it out there. So this was, how many years ago? Like 16 years ago, 17 years ago. I was playing inverted fullback for a Sunday League team in Fallowfield. Genuinely true. And they put me on at left back because they just needed numbers. And I scored a brace from left back. And then they put me up front a bit afterwards. So, that's true. But that was a long time ago, and I do not have the body for that anymore. Nor was I good enough, obviously. But fucking sign me up, Pep. I'll pay for like a measly £1,000 a week. You know what I mean? I'll just that'll do me. But to be honest, going back to that point earlier, I do largely think that we just have to sign someone. I know it sounds really desperate, but I do think numbers are important. We can turn around and go, Ake can play left back, which he can. But then you play Ake at left back, and then what happens if Laporte's still injured? Then you've got just Diaz and Stones. And then you're like, okay, well, then we probably got to play in better if any of those get injured, or then we have to play Wilson Nesbrand. And then what if we have to play United in a derby and they're all up for it, or Chelsea or Liverpool? Then we're like, oh, do we play Calvin Phillips at centre back, and then we put Stones at right back, and all of a sudden everything gets tired, and before you know it, players just get worn down, injuries just happen, like. You know what I'm saying? These things happen. Like, we can turn around and say this, but we all remember how many times did we have like only 13, 14 senior players fit, and we had Palmer and Bette, Romeo Lavia, Delap on the bench and never used them. We know it happens. We know it happens all the time. So I don't really see any point convincing ourselves that it wouldn't happen. Like, we can turn around and say he can play there. But yeah, so Haaland could probably play left back if you want him to, but it doesn't mean he should be. Like there's many things we could do. Like, so I don't really buy into the idea that just because someone can play there, they're an option there. They are, but they shouldn't be. Like, let's use the centre back. Yes, let's use fullbacks at fullback, and let's use midfielders in midfield, because it's just easier, and then you don't have to worry about an extra midfield. Jack, yeah, Betty is a better centre back than Phillips, but you know what Pep would do? He would obviously play the senior players there, because Pep absolutely values experience. And look, in a big game, you'd be mad to drop Luke and Bette against Liverpool in a big game. You just would. You absolutely would. Because they're young, and as good as they are, they will make mistakes, and they'll be overawed by the occasion. So in that instance, he'll play Phillips or Rodri. We all know it will happen, because that's what Guardiola would do. So if we know he's going to do that, let's just plan for it in advance and sign the players that he fucking needs. It's that simple. Jeff W with the super chat. Jeff saying, Grimaldo has been linked for us for like 8 years. What does that tell you? What does that tell you indeed, mate? It tells you that, for one, he needs a better agent to get him a good move that he actually needs. And two, it tells you that we need a bloody left back. We actually do need a left back, and I'm getting very tired of it. You get Fabian Delph on the phone, indeed, Peaky. Like, Jeff, mate, you're absolutely bob on. It tells you an awful lot. It tells you a lot, and it's tiring, isn't it? It's very, very tiring. Guys, by the way, 300 odd people watching, only 72 likes. You call yourself likers and YouTuber fan people. You don't call yourself that at all, but please do hit the like button. I only need 87 more subscribers to get to... How many? To 63,000. If we could do that, that would be massively appreciated. Hit the subscribe button too. Johnny DJs is saying, if the choice is Sosa or Gomez, I'll take Sosa. Easy. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, same. I mean, why not both though? Like, you know, if they're both part of the squad potentially, I'd get them in. Get them both in. Have them in the squad. Have some numbers, you know. Look, Sosa, Gomez can play in many positions. Just have them both in the squad. Have him as a backup. Have him learn from it. Just genuinely have him there. Like, what harm is it going to be to have, you know, another wing option or another guy who can play out wide? He literally can play anywhere across the pitch. He's a bit of a Zinchenko that way. We can afford it, man. We can afford it. Yeah. The problems we've got with left backs is there's just sort of not that many around, is there? There's not that many great left backs around, so it's difficult. It's difficult. While Mary Gaming with the big super chat, thank you so much, you beautiful, beautiful person. While Mary Gaming is with the super chat saying, I hear Sosa's so bad defensively, especially his work rate coming back. I personally should have at the thought of signing just a faster Kolarov. Maybe there's nothing better on the market though. Well, you say that, mate. But do you remember that Guardiola got Kolarov working? Look, the thing is, you got to bear in mind, anyone who signs for Manchester City, they would not sign him if they didn't think they're going to work. You don't sign for Guardiola. You fucking try not work with Guardiola. He will give you that in your face. Like, maybe you're right, mate, while Mary Gaming, but I can't look. To be honest, to me right now, as much as Kolarov's flaws were annoying, but a younger Kolarov with pace, I would take in a heartbeat at Manchester City, just because I would know Guardiola would get through to him and go, "You fucking work, you work." You're tired? Fuck you. You work. You know, that's what Guardiola would do. Like, Kolarov was a great footballer, just a bit lazy. But I can't see Guardiola ever allowing that. So, for me, look, you're probably right, but I must admit, I would like that left foot, personally. It would be an option for me. But thank you so much, Super Chat. Massively appreciated. Maybe you're right, mate. Maybe you're right. Time will tell. What I would say, though, is that I'd be surprised if City were interested in anyone that they thought wouldn't work. You know, work hard. That would surprise me. Scott, my man, Scott Denemy, big Denemy energy, saying, let's go after an Inter Milan left back named Kolarov. I think he just retired. Yeah, he was at Man City, wasn't he, mate? He was meandering about at the training grounds, having a chat to people. I loved him as well. He drove me mad sometimes. He did drive me mad sometimes. The pain in the arse, man. Absolute pain in the arse. But he was a fun footballer, you know, and that has to matter, doesn't it, really? Because ultimately football is kind of fun. I really like Gael Clichy, by the way. I thought he was underrated. You mix Gael Clichy and Kolarov together, you've got like the best left back in the world. Problem is, Kolarov was a lazy fucker and not fast. Clichy worked really hard, loads of pace, but couldn't really go forward. That was the thing. You got the best left back in the world. You mix those two together. That left foot with his work rate, would be wonderful. And also, I guess Kolarov's badassness as well in general. More super chats. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated on this Wednesday evening. Cundinho Abdallah says 2 of Grimaldo, Sergio Gomez, or 8 Nori for me. Look, yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't complain about that either, mate. They would be. Look, as I said, any left back will do. Anyone will do. I honestly believe that. It's just. Mate, I hope we do. I mean, Grimaldo, he's perpetually in motion, like stuck, isn't he? Like, he's just there. He's just there at Benfica, just existing and being fine. And maybe it'd be enough. Look, I don't mind. I think they're all good players, and they'd all would do more of a job. Thank you so much, Cundinho. Absolutely appreciate it, my friend. Colin Garcia is saying Delph on a free. Who says no? Oh, probably Pep Guardiola. The basics of football. Jason Van Blurt, buddy, that takes me back. But Colin, I think Pep lost trust in him when he got himself sent off. Was it Wigan he got himself sent off against? And then after that, he just Pep was like, "You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I'm not trusting you ever again." You would be fine though. You'd be absolutely fine. That's the mad thing about it. You would come in and be all right. But we'll see. It's all about the basics. I can't even do Yorkshire accent. Basics. It's about the basics, lads. I can't do Yorkshire. I'm so sorry. People saying game time for Wilson Esbrand. Sure, the only thing is to say I want experience there. Mainly because I just don't trust Guardiola to use him in games it matters. I think he'll put Ake there, and then he'll play someone else, and I just don't trust. If I knew Guardiola would use Wilson Esbrand, I would be behind it, but I just don't trust him to do it. Maybe I'm wrong. Cadinho as well with another super chat. Thank you so much. Saying Sosa is Mendy 2.0, super injury prone and can't defend. They are big shouts. So I'm gonna Google this now, mate, and have a look at his injury record. Is that actually true? Because bear in mind, Mendy literally played about 4 games a season, so this could be very easily proven wrong here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at his injury history. All right, so he had one serious injury in the 1920 season where he did something to his knee, but after that he has a few little injuries here and there. But he said he's only missed 9 games last season. You got to bear in mind he'd be a rotation player, so he doesn't look as injury prone as Mendy. Nowhere near that. Mendy was just stupidly injured. He's had one serious injury by the looks of it, and then a few little tiny ones here and there. He got concussion once, which kept him out a month, but he got concussion, man. You can't really blame him for that, But yeah, we'll see. I don't think he's also, let's be honest as well, he also isn't Mendy, who's a fucking, by all accounts, a horrific person. So, Kieran, my friend, saying, sorry I'm late, Cucurella news past hour it's been mental, mate. We were laughing at the start of the video. It's just absolute batshit crazy, Kieran. It's just been crazy. But you got to love it, though, haven't you? It's a shit show. And you sort of kind of appreciate Manchester City have actually probably staying out of it. Johnny DeJesus saying Cancelo, Walker, Sosa, JWE and Lewis. That's our full-back rotation, in my opinion. Get it done. Look, Johnny, that's absolutely bob on. I would be very happy with that because then you've got, a senior player as backup if one of them get. So you've got basically what you've got there. You've got a right back and a left back and a guy who can play both sides. That's perfect. And then you've got 2 good, talented young players. And if you need them, and you've also got Stones and Ake, you can jump on either side if needs be. That is perfectly fine. I'm very happy with that. It's more than enough. It's good for me. It works for me too, my friend. I'd be happy with that. It just works, doesn't it? It works. So that's what you kind of want. Thank you so much, Richard. Richard likes the new door. We got a new door installed today in my latest update of adulting. We had a door. We haven't got double glazing windows at the back, so we needed it because it was cold. It was getting really cold, and we got a baby on the way. As I've mentioned about 400 billion times. Look at this. I'm going to jump over. Look at that. We got a new door installed. I bloody love it. We got a Dutch door. It opens outwards. How nice is that? It opens out with the top half opens and everything. I'm dead happy about that. The little things I care about. I'm sorry, not interesting in the slightest, but I'm very happy about it. It's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with Ryan Aït-Nouri, Kirkborn, nothing at all. Ryan Aït-Nouri is a good player, but you're mad if you don't think he'll be 50 million plus. Yeah, that's me, Robbie. Yeah, but yeah, he'd be well expensive. We just know he would be because there's no way that Manchester City will pay the money because Wolves will see what Brighton have done and they'll go, nope. You're not having this. We're going to charge you the same amount that Brighton are doing because we think he's worth the same. And that, for me, is the downside of this, isn't it? Absolutely. We got a new member. Thank you so much. It's Colin. Colin has become a member. Thank you so much, Colin. You're an absolute superstar. Where are you? Let me add you to the wall, mate. Let me update you right now. Thank you so much, Colin, and welcome to the club. It is appreciated. And I do try and read all the member chats out because it's the least I can do for the support. Obviously, I sometimes will miss them, but I get to as many member chats as I possibly can because it's the least I can do to say thank you. Is that updated? Oh, there you can tell it's updated because it started overlapping. Speaking of the overlap, has anyone watched Catch the Overlap? I was on that today, the latest one. chatting with Neville and Carragher about Haaland and so on. And it was good fun, actually. Carragher's, you know what? He was obviously rooting that one time. There's Colin. You're on there, mate. Thank you so much, Colin. Colin. Thank you so much. But he's settled quite a lot now, and he's very nice and stuff like that. It was good fun. But yeah, I mean, like, for me, I think we just have to accept like that's what we need it to be. We need one senior fullback to back up those. Thank you very much, Johnny. I enjoyed it as well. It was good fun. The Spurs fan was some gas though. Yeah, no, look, that's Flav. Flav's funny. I like him. He winds people up. He's a professional wind-up merchant. But he's a really, really nice bloke, Flav. I like him a lot. So the Spurs fan was definitely playing up to the crowd for a laugh. He was just like, well, fuck it. Though they have got Conte, so you know, Conte could do something brilliant. He could do something brilliant. I really do rate him, unfortunately. I wish I didn't, but I did, and he's brilliant. A few people have asked me about McAtee, James McAtee. I'm disappointed. I'm excited for James, and James sometimes watches these videos. James, if you do watch this video, mate, good luck. I'm gutted you haven't stayed around, because I do think you would get some game time. But at the same time, I absolutely respect it. And go and fucking make yourself a superstar, man. Go and play there. Absolutely smash it at Sheffield United. Play a load of games. Link up with Tommy Doyle over there. And do wonderfully well. And prove yourself that you're so good. So good. Like get them up in the Premier League. And, you know, like, I don't think City want him to go on loan. Genuinely don't. I think they rate him so much. But I understand that desire to play football. But make yourself indispensable, man. Because there's going to be a space in the squad. Shoulders back and smash it. Exactly, Beppy. Exactly. You have a beautifully symmetrical face. McAtee, great player. Smash it, James lad. Yeah, I honestly think, I hope they play him. I just hope they play him. Like, look, any team should be playing McAtee as a number 10. That's what they should be doing. Put him as a number 10. Put him ahead of a double pivot and let him just do his wonderful thing. And he'll score a shit ton of goals. Don't play him out of position. And hopefully if he does play, he's got so much talent, that lad, that he'll become an absolute superstar. Yeah, Dennis, you're right, mate. Dennis, remember Dennis saying, I think it's good for him to get a lot of game time against fully grown men. Exactly, he does need it. I can't deny. I can't deny that he doesn't need it. But at the same time, I kind of wish he'd hung around, because I think there is going to be game time for him, because I do think we're going to get injuries. But I respect it, and you know, we'll see. The overlap is out. Who said that? Scrubber. Yeah, it came out. It didn't. Do you know what, mate? I didn't see it either, actually. I found about it really late because I saw it via Twitter, so that surprised me too. Ball out for a season, come back next season to replace Gundogan. Exactly, yeah, Johnny's right. He's like, James McAtee, if you're watching, go and ball it for a season, come back and replace Gundogan. You know, get Lewis extra for left back. LB for LB. Yeah, there we go, Sean. That'll be the solution. We will regret not signing Cucurella. To be honest, how many players do we ever actually regret not signing? Like, we tend to get it right. Look, to be honest, like, this is my controversial opinion, you know. My controversial opinion is that as long as if a player is good, they will become great under Guardiola. I really do think it's that good. I feel like, look, the difference between an 8 or a 9 out of 10 when they go to Guardiola is so small, because I think he'll help them reach their full potential anyway. Like, maybe the 9 out of 10 will get there quicker, but I still think an 8 out of 10 will get to the same level under Guardiola, as long as there's a certain level of good. Does that make sense? But I do believe that. Like, I don't think you have to be, like, I think as long as they're both good players, if you sign one of them, it's how I felt with the centre-back thing. When we looked at Koulibaly, I was like, yeah, he's good, great. When we looked at Koundé, I was like, yeah, he's good, great. When we looked at Diaz, I was like, yep, he was good, great. And I actually had that. Like, largely, I think we will coach. When City signs someone with Guardiola, they get coached better than anywhere else. Maybe Klopp is the alternative there, and fair enough. But Guardiola's a better coach than Thomas Tuchel. He's a better coach than Ten Hag. He's a better coach than Solskjaer was. He's a better coach than Arteta. Like, he's a better coach than pretty much everyone. So ultimately, what I'm saying is that, look, he will get them to be incredibly useful for the team. So all we got to sign is a good player, and Guardiola will make him good. Guardiola hasn't improved Cancelo defensively. No, Cancelo's fine unless he's playing Salah, and then he loses his head. You know, like, but bear in mind, Cancelo has become he's become a more rounded player. Like, he was never doing that inverted fullback. He's become good enough for what we needed to be. Like, of course, he was like not great against Salah. He never is, but like, you know, Salah does that to most defenders in the world. It's just, Salah. Like, you know, it's Salah, unfortunately. Like, but we'd be lying if we said Cancelo hasn't been extremely effective at Manchester City. He has, and he was a bomb, basically a guy who just bombed forward as a right wing back, and now he became this intelligent, creative, inverted fullback thing. So of course he improved him. DJ one thing, and everyone's suddenly undo the situation, bring him back to sell him again. Yeah, look, that was one where I think we got that wrong. I actually think the Angelino thing was dealt with really badly. Maybe it was the one example of us getting it wrong. I feel like he just needed a little bit of time to learn and adapt, but it didn't work. It didn't work, and some things just don't work, sadly. And it was only, I think also as well, the fact that we didn't spend a lot of money on him made it easy just to toss him off, basically. No, that sounds awful. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. I think it made it easier just to get rid of him. I mean, that's why we did it. We just thought he was only 12 million. Just sell him, you know. It was a bit of an odd one. Pep is strange. Pep is very strange, but, you know, that's what makes Pep. Yeah. Oh no. Salah will smoke anybody, to fair. Yeah, I mean, it's just true. It's just true, unfortunately. Salah does that to people. All right, let it go. Yeah, that's the true meaning behind Angelino, man. Like, that's why it happened. You just got sick of it. He was like, Pep, you know, you're beautiful, I'm beautiful, but we can't keep doing this anymore, you know. We have to move on from each other. You know. So that's why he left. And look, they were very happy for a while, but then they realised, you know, shut up. You know, we'll move on. So what do I think of the kit? I actually think the kit's all right. I did a fucking massive lol. Bald Bond, exactly. Does anyone ever watch Scrubs? It's Guy I Love. What do I think of the kit? Where's it gone? It was in Roblox, wasn't it, or something? Fucking Roblox, man. Look at this. I'm going to jump over to here. This is bloody mental. Please don't copyright protect me. Well, look, it's the wrong one. There we go. Where's it gone? Look at this mental video in Roblox. What the fuck? Like, this is how they announced the third kit. Let me go back over here. Look at this. It's mental, man. It's Roblox. I am 36, so I have never ever played Roblox, obviously. It's like an even kiddier Minecraft. Am I right with that or something like that? Yeah, there we go. There's Roblox. I actually like it. I think it's quite a nice kit, actually, personally. I think it's actually interesting. Let me just scroll down and find it. The City haven't posted it yet, have they, actually? It's on all the aggregators instead. But I think it's actually all right. It's kind of fun. Look, to be honest, the thing is for me is like it basically the third kit, as long as it wasn't terrible, like last year I thought it was fucking horrific. Like it's the only kit I didn't buy to review because I didn't want to put it down as a business expense, man. Like I just didn't want to, you know. I just didn't want to, so I couldn't be asked. Yeah, exactly. Kay, we just jumped the shark here. Kay said, "Can't believe we're watching a Roblox video on this channel." There we go. Exactly. Like, it's fucking mental, isn't it? It's a very. Oh yes, it's just weird. It's weird. But yeah, I think that kit's all right. I think it's fine. I think there'll be one player who looks fucking mint in it, and we'll all be like, "Oh, do you know what? I quite like that." We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to think of someone who'll look cool in it. Well, someone like Gundogan will have a blinder in it and look really cool, and a Foden or something, or Haaland, and then we'll be like, "That's actually quite a nice kit." And we'll grow us a little bit. I don't mind it. I don't think it's a classic, but I actually think it's kind of fun. Diaz, yeah. Gundogan or Joao, yeah. Someone like that will look cool in it, and we'll be like, "No, that's all right, actually." Sergio would look amazing, you know. I'm not actually Leonard London, honestly. Says Steve promoting the third shit kit. I'm not promoting it, honestly. Look, go back and watch my. I haven't got a free shirt. I have to buy it myself. And look, I said, and everyone knows, I didn't like shirts before. And I just told you last year's kit. And if you're watching people, last year's third shit was fucking shite. And I said as much in videos. So I tell you what I think about kits. I think the home one is fucking great. I love the home one. For me, it's a 9 out of 10. I think the away one is a good 7 or 8 out of 10. And I think this is a 5 or 6, and it's fine. It's fine, you know. And it's probably growing me a little bit more when we see the players on it. So I like this year's kits overall. So I think ultimately they are decent. Fab tweet, early season, are you trolling me, my friend? I ain't no sellout. Exactly. Rishad's got it, man. I ain't no sellout. What the fuck? Oh, the Fab tweet is it's about Chelsea, actually. Chelsea apparently considering Pierre Aubameyang. But Chelsea are fucking drunk, man. They are drunk. They are just throwing random shit around, aren't they? Like, I sort of admire the nonsense of it all. It's just like Chelsea apparently go for Aubameyang now. Mental. That's a nice kit, by the way. I'll jump over here again. I think that's quite a nice kit, by the way. I like that kit. I think that's a good one. I even like Spotify. I'm a Spotify user, so I think that's a pretty decent sponsor personally. It goes with the kit quite nicely. But yeah, there we go. Man, that's interesting. Mental, but go home, Chelsea. You are wasted, pal. Colin Garcia saying third kit is fine. Anything better than last year, but don't mind it personally. Yeah, that's how I feel, Colin. Almost bob on, my friend. Yeah, they're all absolutely smashed. But back to the top of this video. Kind of makes sense. Worked with Tuchel before. Yeah, actually, Thomas Tuchel has worked with Aubameyang before. But back to the top of this video. We'll go back full circle before I end it because I just realised I've got to do a little bit of work. I've got to go do some cutting carpet up in the attic where my new office is going to be because the decorators in. I'm going to do that. I forgot about it just until this minute. But I'll go back fully round to the top of this video. Borna Sosa and Sergio Gomez. Looks like Gomez could be obviously loaned out and all that kind of stuff if he does come to Girona potentially, who are now a La Liga club, so that would be a good move for him potentially. But I would keep him in the squad. I just would, because he's versatile, he's intelligent, keep him around. And it looks like Borna Sosa could be one of the targets. We've been linked to others as well. We linked to some guy I'd never heard of, Udinese defender called like Destiny or something like that, you know. I've never heard of him personally. I'm not going to pretend I have. God knows if that's true or not. And we'll see how that goes. I think we will sign a left back. I think we will do. Destiny Odoji. I've never heard of him personally. Apparently he's a bit naff. Not really sure. But I think Sosa, go for it. Get Sosa. It would be wonderful. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I am tired. But thank you for watching. It's been a good chat. I've enjoyed it. I do want to say once again, I'll jump over here. If you want to win FIFA or Man City kit of your choice, copy of FIFA 23 and Man City kit of your choice. OneFootball, you know I work with OneFootball all the time. They're doing a competition where all you got to do is guess the scores of these games here. So we got Palace versus Arsenal, you got Fulham versus Liverpool, Everton versus Chelsea, United versus Brighton, West Ham City. Go and do it. Click the link in the description, download it, blah, 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 fill in the forms. Go for it, man. It's a free competition to enter. It's free, literally free. And you could win FIFA and a Manchester City shirt or, you know, a Chelsea shirt, Arsenal shirt, whatever you want, basically, if you want to. Go for it. And you're all bloody awesome. You're all bloody min. Give this video a like. Let's get the subscribers up. We are only, how many off? We're just under 100 left at 63,000. It'd be good to get there. Thank you for watching, everyone. Chucking an ad right after I leave. Should I do an ad right now? Do you guys mind? That would be very much appreciated if you don't mind. I'm going to throw in an ad now. Thank you very much. Cheers. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. I'm going to try and do my season preview tomorrow, by the way. So there'll be a big season preview coming tomorrow, hopefully. But for now, though, I'm going to leave you there. You're all beautiful. In a bit. Good night. Have a good one. Bye-bye.